It's a celebration of hacky, pukey radio shows and DJs from across this great nation of ours.
Be aware out there today. There seems to be something in the air besides the fall weather here.
Oh, my God. Would you just kill yourself? I would go home and just swallow a shotgun.
Strike up the crapola. It's Jocktober.
There's a person stranded. There's a show. It's stranded.
I love that.
That is funny.
What the hell was that?
Happy Jocktober, everybody, from your friends at the Opie and Anthony Show.
Let's all do it.
There was no joy attached to that sound.
And there you have it. Today we feature the Jack Diamond Morning Show.
All right.
What's Jocktober about for maybe people that haven't heard it yet, Ed?
Well, you've heard of Rocktober, where your favorite radio stations play some kind of, I don't even know what they do, but for some reason they rock more in October because you're able to say Rocktober.
Yeah.
And they have a bunch of Rocktober promos. Well, we do Jocktober, where we feature horrific jocks and shows from around the nation, from your town. And they're just awful, hacky. Usually they got the Hole, which is the woman in there that just goes, "Oh, guys, now stop." She's there to keep the wild guys in check. Meanwhile, the guys aren't wild.
No.
And today, who do we got?
The Jack Diamond
Jack
Morning Show.
Diamond
Out of Washington, D.C.
And what does he do?
He's been down there for a very long time.
I've heard his name. I just never heard his show.
Mix1073fm.com if you want to play along at home.
Play music?
Yeah.
They play music?
Yeah, they definitely play
Do
music.
they have a hole?
I thought he was a talk show host.
Well, it's a talk show that also plays music.
They took the talk away
That's
from him?
always fun.
Oh. You know, we want you to start playing a record or two an hour.
Yeah. A little bit of music I don't think could hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
That means whatever talking you're doing, less of it is better. That's what they mean. They don't mean more music is better. They mean less is better.
Has it gotten to the point, because a lot of stations will do this, they decide that they want people to talk less, and they force the jock to play sweepers that say, "Less talk, more music." Yeah. The Jack Diamond Morning Show.
Which means I suck. That's why they're making me play more music.
Basically, management feels like you want to hear this song for the 10,000th time in your life instead of me talking about current events.
Remember when Dave Doucheless, our old program director at AAF, told us that he wanted us to talk, but like between songs, so that if the music was ending on one song and there were no more vocals left, and then there was a song starting that had an intro, we could talk over that. It's like, oh, yeah, you sure can get a lot of real good material out over there and really make a point. It's like, that to me is the useless babbling that needn't happen on the radio.
He was so clueless.
Just keep the music going. But no, you guys can talk. Just use that 3 seconds that you can. Okay, thanks, Dave. What are you doing now?
It ruins the song.
Of course it does. It ruins the song, and you don't want to hear someone babble for maybe 8 seconds while a song is ending and another one's starting.
Well, I think the listener feels like the jock is their friend, so it's like I'm waking up and, listening to my favorite tunes with my buddy, Jack Diamond.
Oh, that's a good point.
Hey, you make a great point.
Sam is an insufferable ass.
That's awesome.
He is just a tool.
There's some awesomeness in this kid.
I don't think Sam has ever been sincere once in the entire time he's been here. He is obnoxious. I don't take a compliment that he gives you at face value, because it's never for real. And the second you leave the room, you're being goofed on.
Yeah.
The only sincere moment with Sam I've ever seen in my life was when Duffy was going to murder him. And there was actually a couple of, I really might be a dead person here.
Yeah. That was self-preservation, yeah.
That was seeing an animal without its fur on.
Poor Sam.
Let's go to Josh in D.C. Josh.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Right. Now that the pleasantries are over, can you speak? We're on the radio here.
We'll never meet. We'll never have a drink together. Get to your point.
This guy out of D.C. is a hack. I'll tell you what. Everybody tries to hang on his words, and they're just like, oh my God, they're going to be out on his knees, giving him worship all day long.
Well, we're gonna give him a nice beating right now.
Knock him down a couple of pegs.
That's right.
That'd be great.
And that'll
He's
make us
arrogant as hell.
All right,
He's
Josh.
a know-it-all.
Why did I go to this call? Thank you, Josh.
A know-it-all. God, no reason to character assassinate himself.
Wow.
Let's start with the Jack Diamond Morning Show, the featured show for this Jocktober day.
Yes.
Jack Diamond welcomes everyone to the day and introduces the cast. Now, we, Ant and I and Jimmy, of course, we have not heard this audio. We like to hear this cold.
Yeah.
Let's pay attention to the date.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. I think it's from a couple days ago.
I think it might be yesterday, but it's important. The date is important.
Okay, let's listen.
Washington's Mix 107.3. Good morning and welcome to the 530 Club in the nation's capital. Jack Diamond Morning Show for Monday. It's the 20th day of Rocktober. Jimmy Alexander.
There he is.
What he works on a mix station.
But it's Rocktober.
You can't
the 20th
rock if
day.
you work for a mix station.
The 20th day of Rocktober. What a puker. Wow. How about that voice? He's got that. The 530 Club. What is it? The 530?
What's the 530 Club?
Is that the name of his show?
No, the 5:30 Club is, I guess, the talk break that comes on at 5:40. Because that's the time
I like the 420 Club, dude. Yeah!
Nice.
Yeah!
I hope 530 is a penal code for something horrific.
Yeah, lurking by a schoolyard.
Right. Oh, my God. We get to do the puking radio guy today. We all can do this voice.
20th day of Rocktober. He's keeping count.
Look, you can't jump on the Rocktober bandwagon if you work for a mix station or a KISS station.
Or an easy listening or, like a light FM kind of a thing.
Those are reserved for the homes of rock and roll, my friends.
But maybe they just mix a little more rockin'.
Oh, and that's what they do for Rocktober.
I got to hear this again.
Washington's Mix 107.3. Good morning and welcome to the 530 Club in the nation's capital. Jack Diamond Morning Show for Monday. It's the 20th day of Rocktober. Jimmy Alexander, Erica Hillary, Bilingual Ally. It is absolutely freezing.
Brr.
Coming down River Road this morning, 28
Oh, my gosh.
degrees.
Burr, all right.
8 degrees.
They're
wrong
just
with these
moaning.
people?
Ooh.
No one talks like that in real life.
Not only that, didn't they come to the station? Wouldn't they know it's cold out?
Right.
It's like he's saying it, and they're like, what? Oh, brr. Oh. Like, what'd they do? Take a spacesuit in?
That's my biggest problem with radio. None of these guys are real.
No.
Like, if we were doing that break, we'd be like, the weather just sucks today.
It's so cold out. I wouldn't be like,
I wore my coat for the first time.
it would be like, it's 28 degrees out. And I'd be like, whoa, brr, really? I came here via Hawaii.
Right.
Hacks.
They were just outside.
Yeah, they were
not long ago.
They know it's cold out, all of them, but they have a burr. Ooh,
really? Well, I didn't know it was cold until Jack Diamond told me.
It was the deuce chills they were getting. That was what they were. Burr. Ooh, yeah, listen to that voice. Ooh. He said Rocktober without a hint of sarcasm. Burr.
Yeah, but they didn't commute into work. It's like, how do you felt the weather?
Yeah, you know what it was like out.
Maybe they tunnel them.
Be surprised they tunnel in.
They tunnel themselves into the station every day.
It's like Palestinian.
Dig to get out.
Oh, wow. Ooh. Bilingual Ally. What does that mean?
I don't know. I heard him introduce Bilingual Ally and then listened for like an hour and a half and never heard Bilingual Ally on the program.
Way to suck in the new listeners, you dummy. How long have you been doing radio? What does bilingual mean?
I think it means
it's a play on. They're trying to make believe she's bisexual, but she probably speaks 2 languages for real. Like there's nothing to it really.
I couldn't even tell you.
I never met Bilingual Ally.
Bilingual.
Erica talks
English
about
and what? And English, find that, E-Rock.
Hopefully she speaks Greek.
Greek and
Against
French.
her will.
Against her will.
Bilingual.
She didn't want to give Greek lessons, but her face was in a pillow and there was a big hand holding her head.
Oh, Jimmy.
She is their Spanish-speaking component. It's a blonde woman they have on their page there, E-Rock. You got to go on the staff
Blonde.
page, E-Rock. Not the
Who's the dark-haired one?
Wait, so she's sneaking in a couple of Spanish words?
Yep.
Speaking Spanglish, perhaps? A little Spanglish?
Oh, what a movie.
Oh.
Erica talks about Halloween being hard. This is the whole test?
This is it.
Only for sex offenders.
Let's see if she's a true hole, Anthony.
Okay.
True hole will do a lot of, guys.
A little goofy looking, but.
Yeah, she has a burn victim smile.
Yeah.
She's cross-eyed.
Burn victim smile.
She's cross-eyed.
Like Doug Henning teeth.
Yeah, she's smiling because someone took the vinegar out of the room.
Yuck. All right, here we go. The whole test, Ant.
Yeah.
Listen for the yield signs, slowing the guys down.
Oh, of course.
Just over the top laughing and giggling and oh my.
Typical hole.
Yeah.
Like, why is it all so hard? Why is Halloween so hard? Oh, so hard. I mean, the costumes, it's all so difficult.
Is it difficult for you this year, or is it always?
This year's particularly difficult because my children have decided that I'm baking for Halloween.
What's wrong with that?
I'm not a baker. And now they're still talking me into, why don't I make chocolate chip cookies and package them up for people? And I keep saying, I don't want them. They're broken up in the bottom of their bag.
Well, parents like
Be more funny.
My mother would never let me eat that.
Well,
That's going great.
they know us.
For God's sake, she lives in Stepford Town, but there's no chance of that. Cookie cutter.
No,
Miss Hillary has razor blades in these cookies.
Don't say
No,
Jimmy,
but that's what
that's
I'm
a
saying.
horrible
I
thing to
know.
even hear about.
Ew.
Was that her, or did you hit
It was
something?
her.
Which
Don't
one?
say
Which one?
that.
At the end. Don't say
Oh,
that.
no, that was her. That was her.
Oh,
I just had
oh my God.
I just threw a couple homework.
I thought you would hit one of the fake hole clips
No.
because it was that over the top.
No. Doesn't that
Don't
just
say that. Oh,
doesn't that just make you angry?
yes,
Well,
a
they're-
lot.
They're Jimmy, and they also have an edgy Jimmy on their show. So,
Oh, hey, easy, easy.
But
He's got to be kept in check a lot, I bet, by her.
well, he just made a joke about putting razor blades in apples at Halloween, which I mean, you don't want to give people ideas.
No.
No.
That'd be
Oh,
crazy to say something like
gosh.
that on the radio.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you hear the Apple line?
Well, I went back.
Yeah, it's like the last few seconds of the.
All right,
It is kind of racy.
They're bad.
Well, parents like you baking for their children.
that's
My
what
mother
I
would
thought.
never let me eat that.
Well,
That's I mean,
they know us.
for God's sake, she lives in Stepford Town, but there's no chance of that.
Town.
Cookie cutter.
No,
Mrs. Hillary has razor blades in these cookies.
don't say
No,
Jimmy,
but that's what
that's
I'm
a
saying.
horrible
I
thing to
know.
even hear about.
Jimmy, it's just like having Jim Norton on your radio show. Jimmy, that's
Don't
crazy.
say that.
For the rest of the show, I'm just going to be Jimmy. Why would you say that? That's crazy. Yeah.
Terrible. Why?
Did you hear her laugh at Stepford Town? Stepford, just out of nowhere. Stepford.
All right.
Even stupid Jack Diamond scolded poor Jimmy. Poor Jimmy just wants to get like a kid chewing his gums apart joke out.
Right.
And these two conspire against him to spoil it.
Oh, look who it is on there. Good day.
What happened?
That's who's coming in.
Okay, now I got you.
Lance Reddick, yeah.
He's coming in today.
Lance Reddick, he's here at 7:30.
Holy ass.
Right.
7:30.
Now I recognize him.
Oh, maybe we should prepare for the interview with
Daniels from the
Daniels from The Wire, of course. Number 3 here, the Jack Diamond Morning Show, the featured show for this Jocktober. We got the crew talking about kids showing up without costumes.
Oh yeah,
Jack does a mean Mr. Burns impression.
Oh, boy.
He does impressions, this Jack
Impressions?
yeah. The more I listen, I think that Jack Diamond is one of those guys that always wanted to be like Letterman or Leno. Like he really wants to be like a funny like host of a show.
Yeah.
And so he doesn't just leave the jokes to Jimmy. He gets his own in.
All right.
And he does his Mr. Burns impression.
All right.
What about the kids who show up without a costume?
Not
Maybe-
acceptable.
yeah, no, you're right.
Not acceptable
Maybe
at
just
all.
like the
No, they
little
put a hat on.
the little teeny
Yeah.
mask that
Right.
you wear.
No.
A hoodie and the Scream mask is not.
That's not a costume.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because just like Mr. Burns, I'll release the hounds. Smithers.
Rachel, you've come back. He sounds like Gleason.
It's not Mr. Burns.
It's not Mr. Burns.
Not even close.
It's closer to George Burns, and it sounds nothing like George Burns. And believe me, I know.
What would it sound like? I always wondered what it would sound like if George.
Hey, no costume, no candy. Yeah.
Get the funk out.
Get the funk out. Yuck. Boo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why are they laughing when he's doing that voice? They're laughing at his. It's terrible.
Yeah, is that him?
He looks like Tim Sabian, man.
He does.
Man. He looks like Scotty from Star Trek.
Yeah.
Like in the last one.
This is just, it just makes you angry. What are they talking about?
This is a huge
They're
morning
actually
show.
talking about like kids showing up at your house without a costume. Who cares?
And then no way. Like, does she chase him away? Like, no way.
Yeah.
No. If they come there without a costume, she's, telling them, hey, leave.
Yeah.
I bet.
They're talking about this like it's an epidemic. Like, no one gives a crap if a kid shows up at your house without a costume. Mostly, if they're younger kids, they're poor. Give them more candy.
No one
Feel
goes
sorry
trick-or-treating anymore anyway.
Right.
It just doesn't happen.
Most kids walk around with a pillowcase without a costume. It's
Frightened parents bang on your door. They stand 10 feet back just in case you lunge for them.
Yeah.
And then you throw something in the kid's bag and they run away.
Right.
Everyone's scared crapless of something happening. And then you also don't put, wrap up cookies. You're like, what is she? You wrap up cookies and so this is the first thing that got thrown away at home. Mm-hmm. You don't take homemade stuff. Stop it. It's 2008. Give me something packaged.
I used to hate the. We're doing the break now.
Yeah, now we're doing the stupid break. Look what they did to us.
Oh.
They made us fall right into it. Yeah, Jimmy, could you play the part of the hole?
What the hell are we doing?
Candy apples. I never liked them. They got everything sticky in the bag. Yeah, I got a sticky bag.
Oh.
I meant from the candy apple. Because like Mr. Burns would say, oh my goodness, a candy apple in the bag. Stop it, Homer.
Oh, you.
We're good.
All right, I'm not
You
going
could do that.
I'm terrible.
Yeah. Just the houses that used to go the distance and bake and stuff. Like, I don't want your dumb cookies. Give me a Snickers bar.
What about the people that would build a haunted house where the kids would have to walk in the front door and then go through this maze of a bad haunted housedom and then leave out the back door with the their candy? Uncle Paul. One little detour.
Yeah, exactly.
He'd watch and then have one sheet that drops down and cuts the tunnel off and another one lifts up to take an alternate route.
Yeah, the doggy door into the bedroom for the...
Where'd my friends go?
Oh, look. This is the ghost is trying to ride me like a pony.
I get the special treats.
How come the ghost smells like liquor?
Let's say hi to...
This don't taste like a push-up.
Let's say hi to 13-year-old JC from Jersey, one of our regulars. JC,
oh, Uncle Paul.
Hey, boys.
Wasn't even waiting for it. Hey,
if you noticed when Jack Diamond did the impression, no one laughed.
Really?
Yeah, really, play the clip again. It's hysterical. They just kind of...
It's directing.
Yeah, all right. We'll play it for JC.
I think he's right, and he means in the entire District of Columbia. No one laughed.
When he was doing the Mr. Burns, right? All right, hold on. Hold on there, JC.
The little teeny mask that you wear.
No.
A hoodie and the Scream mask is not...
That's not a costume. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because just like Mr. Burns, I'll release the hounds. Smithers.
Oh, he tried again after he got a little.
That was the polite laugh.
And then he tried again.
That we all do.
For some reason, bringing up Smithers.
Oh, God, that's bad radio.
That is bad radio. Very good.
How
See you later, boys.
How are the chicks, JC? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good, my friends.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
He got a titter. He got a polite titter from his co-host.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go to JV in D.C. JV.
Yeah, hey, guys, I just wanted to call and say thanks for making fun of this guy. I tell you, every morning when I get to work, I have to listen to this guy's pukey voice, and I make fun of it in the office. Nobody seems to get the fact that he talks like this all the time. He takes all these stupid contests for caller number 9 and everything else. This guy's the worst.
It is that typical kind of contest radio voice pukey guy. Never really breaks that character at all.
We just live in a different world. Because there's people in their cars that eat up this crap for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. What is it? Is it safe? So you could put it on the moms driving their kids to school.
Who's relating to this?
Can I tell you, once you point out hacky radio voice to people,
Yeah.
like I used to, when I was in L.A., me and this girl used to hang out, I used to always point out Tom Leykis' voice, And how watch the way he talks like that. And then she's like, I can't listen to him. It's all I think of is how fake his voice is.
Yeah, the phony voice.
Once you point the phony voice out, people always hear it.
You think he walks around using that voice all the time so people recognize him? Because, like in a store, it's like, hey, yeah, I'll take a couple of those. And then people are like, hey, I know your voice. Are you on the radio? I'm Jack Diamond.
Yeah.
Hey,
he seems to be so pompous that he just starts every sentence. Hi, I'm Jack Diamond, and can I have a bagel? Yeah. He's probably one of those.
Hey, Jack Diamond with you. You take a credit card.
Right. Jack Diamond, I'll fill up regular.
Oh, my God, Hawk, Jack has his own band.
Oh, no, he doesn't. Holy jeez, he does. What does he play? He plays the guitar.
All right. Well, there's some. Stephen S. From Bayshore says there's some YouTube videos of him actually on stage playing.
The pendulum is swinging back the other way.
Jack Diamond, and this is my version of pendulum. Why don't we take a break and we'll continue with the hacky show that is called the Jack Diamond Morning Show
for this Jocktober.
That's right. Opie and Anthony. All right. Let's get back to the Jack Diamond Morning Show. We're featuring this show for Jocktober. Jack starts his Cavalcade O comedy. What's this, Sam?
Yeah,
Did you write O?
No, I didn't make that up.
No?
No.
That sounds like a Samism.
I wish I had made that up.
He has a bit called the Cavalcade O comedy?
Well, yeah, like I started realizing more and more that he wanted to be like a late night comedy show host.
Yeah.
And so he gives himself a segment where he just gets to tell jokes. And then the people on the show have to laugh when he pauses.
They have to.
Well, it's...
You think is his jokes from Prep Burger?
Some of them sounded extremely familiar.
Really?
Yeah.
Because we explain that to the people. Like, these morning shows don't even have to do their own work. They hire a service, and their jokes are in their email every morning.
Oh,
is this the guy? Is this them right here?
Yes, that's Jack Diamond.
I can't stand people who tuck their shirts in.
All right, here we go.
It just gets, oh, God, these stupid shows.
I think Jack Diamond's his real name.
Tool. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a man Jim Cramer calls for stock tips.
Who would laugh at that ever?
Why would...
That's only funny if it's about a guy from Lehman who just threw himself through a window.
See, that's funny.
It's awful.
I like Jim punched up his joke. Made it better.
Yeah, you helped him out.
I know.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a man Jim Cramer calls for stock tips. It's Jack Diamond on the Cavalcade.
I'd rather hear, and now a man Cosmo Kramer calls for jokes.
That's the joke, right?
This guy stinks.
Horrendous.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a man Jim Cramer calls for stock tips. It's Jack Diamond on the Cavalcade of Comedy.
He's the mad money guy. Are you mad?
Oh, they had to explain who he was. Oh, they had to explain who he was after the joke did nothing anyway. He's the guy, from the show, and he does stock things. Okay.
Guy. Are you mad? Are you mad too?
Actually, I'm pretty happy. The stock market was up 400 points yesterday. I was pretty pleased about that. Well, John McCain was on David Letterman's show last night and admitted he blew it. It's uncertain whether McCain was referring to not showing up for the first time or actually showing up last night.
Grilled him.
All right, he's reading this.
That's a Prep Burger
This
joke.
is a prep service.
Wow.
Washington's getting ripped off. They're paying this guy a lot of money, and he's just reading someone else's jokes that comes in his email.
That's all
you
that.
can tell it's reading.
That's all that Prep Service does. Because I was reading the jokes on the Prep Service website, and they take what happened on either Leno or Letterman and make some kind of joke about it.
I picture these things coming in the morning like he's standing there just waiting for them. Probably this old dusty dot matrix printer. jokes. These are going to be great.
If you're listening in Washington, you should call the Jack Diamond Show and ask him if he writes any of his own material.
Yeah,
or does he get his entire show from a prep service?
Yeah, ask him anything good from the prep service this morning?
Yeah. He continues with the Cavalcade of Comedy.
Britney Spears went on trial yesterday for driving with an invalid license. The trial centered on what state Britney called home last year. Her father testified it was the state of Louisiana, and the prosecution maintained it was the state of intoxication. And finally, doctors say if you play...
As he does that joke, a gas fire should break out in the studio. Right in the entrance. They should all be trapped due to a gas fire.
And they're playing the David Letterman music.
I think that's the Conan music.
Oh, the Conan music?
Right,
but
yeah.
still.
It's all the same to me.
Yeah.
They're playing. Yeah, why would that be playing in the background?
It's jokes. It's comedy jokes.
Cavalcade.
It's a cavalcade of comedy jokes.
Cavalcade, all right.
And our listeners, without even trying, are coming up with better slug lines than the Mad Money one. A man, Scott Peterson, calls for marriage counseling. They're dopey listeners, and they can write better stuff than this guy coming up with.
They're calling it Steve's coin purse stomach of comedy. Not quite a cavalcade. That's Pat from Wanaki, of course.
A man, Pete Townsend, calls for web addresses. Barry. See, it's easy. But this guy gets off a prep service.
And finally, doctors say if you play the Bee Gees song, Staying Alive, while giving somebody CPR, where you sing it to yourself, that you have a better chance of saving their life because it has the required 103 beats a minute. Of course, chances are, if you're having a heart attack and hear a Bee Gees song, you might rather die. There's your cavalcade of comedy.
Wow.
You know, the Bee Gees.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Just, the Bee Gees.
I love Zan.
What the hell was that?
Oh my God. Do you think the rest of the cast there, the rest of the people on the show, have to go home and just take a shower in fetal position? Because they were just laughing at that show all day. They just feel like crap. They don't know how awful they are. No, you don't think they know? Like,
they have no idea they're frauds.
I would just
They have no idea.
I would frame a paycheck, put it on the wall, so the second I walk into my house, I could just stare at that for a while and know why I go in. Just sit there and go, okay, keep it in perspective. It's for the paycheck.
I just get one of those quarterback things for your forearm and stick it in there. Just look at it every 10 seconds.
Keep looking at your paycheck. Okay.
I'm going to kill myself.
All right.
All right, wait a second.
Yeah. You want more? I don't know.
Yeah, we got to do a little more.
Of course we do.
You do? Jack lists the top ways you know George Bush owns your bank.
There's
Same forced laughter rule applies.
Yes. Well, when he stops...
There's a formula here, Sam?
Yes, when you stop talking, the rest of the people on the show are forced to laugh.
Yeah.
And is this almost like a top 10 list kind of a thing?
Yes, and I believe this obviously came from the exact same source of his Cavalcade O Comedy.
Okay.
These would be top signs that President Bush now owns your bank.
Alrighty.
95% of the customers hate it. Approval rating.
What's funny about that?
Then he explained it.
What is funny about that?
Nothing.
But he explained it.
We got two stand-ups in studio. What is funny about that?
That's kind of amusing if you do it at the White House Correspondents' Dinner and Bush is right there and everyone's uncomfortable. Then I would kind of laugh like as a comic, like, all right, he really slung and missed hard in front of the president. But anywhere else, that's horrendous.
Stephen S. from Bayshore. A man who Larry Craig loves to tap feet with.
These would be top signs that President Bush now owns your bank.
Alrighty.
95% of the customers hate it. Approval ratings.
But no one has an opinion on their bank.
Approval ratings.
Yeah. I know it's an approval rating.
Approval ratings.
But no one has. Do you have an opinion on your bank, whether you love it, hate it, or
love my bank?
Yeah.
Well, if you don't like your bank, you just go to a different one. You're not stuck with the bank for 4 years.
Exactly.
He's stuck with the bank. I voted in my bank. Yes.
I like my bank. It gives away lollipops and free pens.
Ooh.
Commerce.
funny as
cookies.
Your life savings are being swindled.
Yeah. It makes
the
a good,
lollipop's stupid.
it makes a good point, though. Approval rating.
Approval ratings. The guy's got to.
These would be top signs that President Bush now owns your bank.
Alrighty.
95% of the customers hate it. Approval ratings, 5%. It doesn't ask for your business. It forcibly occupies it.
That's not even banks don't forcibly occupy anything.
They occupy your business. Well, they forcibly occupy your... These aren't making any sense whatsoever, I'm afraid.
These are just shoehorning concepts. Banks don't forcibly occupy. They marry a girl named Laura. Shut up. Bank, you idiot.
But it's like if the war in Iraq was a bank.
Yeah.
You know,
occupy.
Then you wouldn't. You'd go to the bank.
Yeah.
This is just making everyone angry. We should just drop the Jocktober bit.
But why did he say banks? He could have said anything.
Jimmy, I don't know.
Why banks?
I don't know.
I'll bet you there's one bank tie-in that makes sense. The first two have been horrendous. They don't make sense.
I would believe because of the bank bailout. Like the government now is, pretty much an owner of some of these banks because of the bailout. So that's the tie-in. But just don't do the bit at all because it's stupid.
How about this? Here's the top 10 ratings. Jack Diamond owns your bank. It sucks.
Here we go.
That's right. Your bank isn't funny.
All right, let's get to the end of this.
Occupies it. Any customer service complaints are greeted with an invitation to go hunting with Dick Cheney.
Wow.
I'd rather have the toaster.
Oh, I'd rather have the toaster.
Do they even give out toasters
I was just going to say that. First of all, how long ago did Cheney shoot that guy?
Years.
And when was the last time a bank gave you a toaster?
Maybe they gave one to my parents.
I got a toaster when I joined Commerce.
Did you really?
Commerce
And
stinks.
a lollipop
Told you
and
to
a pen.
Fill a tub with water and drop it in.
It was actually an investment opportunity.
Let's go to Charlie in New York.
And at that time, Bob tried, but it bounced off his belly.
At that time, you tried to sneak a fat joke
I
in.
did, but he's too... I hate the new Bob.
Bob is
Hate
really
him.
thin.
Yeah, it makes me sick.
It's getting ridiculous.
At least bring in the fat you lost and put it on your lap.
Yeah,
so we can goof on it. That's what we goofed on. Where did it go?
Like
it
my
just burnt
son?
up.
Like bringing in like a Bob son? Like,
Yeah.
you put a little...
Do something. I hate this not fat Bob.
I saw Robert at Caroline's here in New York. Robert is amazing. I mean, you really should see him at the Wilbur Theater this weekend for everybody up in Boston.
Only Friday at the Wilbur.
Yeah, but there was a crossroads in his career because he went from making fun of his fatness and I've seen Bobby a lot, and he went from, instead of saying fat guys like myself, he went with chunky guys like myself.
Yeah.
Chunky.
But now I don't even do the fat
Now you
jokes.
can't even do the chunky anymore.
No.
That was like a lot of your material.
I hope you keep going and you die like Karen Carpenter. Just make fun of him.
Yeah, anorexic
like
puking
myself. Bob.
I just become something else. That you can
Bob
make fun of.
eats something here and we just hear him puking in the bathroom.
Oh, it's hilarious. The back of your teeth start to rot out. They always have bad teeth because of the vomit. All right, I'm going to make it real.
Yeah, you sound like, you sound like Jack
depressed.
Diamond.
Let's say hi to Charlie in New York. Charlie!
What's wrong with the banks we got?
They bank pretty good. What's some of those other banks?
We got Citibank.
Bank Mark. There used to be Fleet.
Citibank.
Used to be Bank of Boston. Now it's Bank of America. Maryland.
Thank you, Charlie.
Is that the end of the banking bit?
Oh, yeah, thank God. We're going to just do one more clip because we got Lance Reddick standing by to come in and talk to us. Yes.
Oh, wow.
We're very excited to have Lance and Lieutenant Daniels from The Wire.
Yes, and Fringe.
And Fringe.
Apparently it's a massive hit.
That's what they're
Fringe is
saying.
one of my favorite shows on TV.
Oh, really?
right
You're
now.
going to be able to help us then.
One of my favorite
Cool.
shows on TV.
All right, good. We got Lance Reddick, one of those stars.
Yeah, it's
going to
a
be sitting
great
right
show.
there.
Yeah, it's another J.J. Abrams hit.
Jocktober ends with the Jack Diamond morning show with this fine clip. Jack finishes his list with a bang. More banking jokes?
Yeah.
All right.
Employees get 180 vacation days a year, just like he took. Oh, you know that.
Oh, my God. He's explaining.
He explains every single one of them.
I want to do that this weekend.
Just explain every joke.
Because my father molested me.
How well does this guy do in the ratings?
He's been there forever.
Yeah.
So
Employees get 180 vacation days a year, Just like he took. Oh, you know that tube at the drive-thru?
Sure.
It goes directly to Halliburton offices.
Wow, that's convenient for everybody.
If you withdraw money early, they call you an un-American defeatist.
No.
You American defeatist. And the final way to know that President Bush now owns your bank, the drive-thru now accommodates big, long cars with long horns on the hood. That's how you know!
I think that would fit anyway.
Of course it would fit anyway. When you go to the drive-thru at the bank, they don't stop. You don't have like an 18-foot car limit. They don't care how long your car is. Idiot.
Does it just make you really mad?
Yeah.
It's not even fun for us.
Jimmy's face when he gets mad at that crappy comedy is hilarious.
Dude, that's just that's enragingly bad.
It's like he's eating lemons out of a hooker's butt.
It's just
it'll never work.
Maybe I could have just went with lemons.
It's just mind-boggling. All right. That's his morning ratings?
Wait, they were 10th.
They're in 10th place with that? Wow. Oh my God.
Hopefully there's only 9 shows in D.C. That would explain it.
You people love dopey radio. I don't get it. When are we going to do Scott and Todd, speaking of dopey radio?
No.
I've got a little pile of
Citadel Station.
of just in case shows that are. We can do Scott and Todd right away. I mean, Scott and Todd's just about ready.
Well, the deal with them, they're so bad. You got to make sure you get the best of the best stuff. All right. Another show that's just been hacking it up in mornings forever.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do Scott and Todd later this week.
All right.